What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. How are we? How are we doing? I was a little bit late. I gotta be honest with you guys. When I schedule these times, they're not real times, if that makes sense. I put 8:30, but that it's just around 8:30. So I'm here 8:45. I am here. How are we doing? We have a lot to go through today. The champ is here. We actually have a lot of people hanging out in the chat. Getting ready for me to pull up. So I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Brock gets it. Ron was never late. I've never been late. I've never lost. Undefeated. How are we? Yeah, me and Brock were in a Devi draft. I took Arch Manning and Drew Alar. I'm now a Drew Alar guy. I'm now an Arch Manning guy. I'm scheduling to get them tattooed across my forehead. Ron late. Never. Yeah, I do have the live feed of the Devils on the monitor right next to me. Just have that game going live here. How are we? How is everybody? We got Genji in here. We got Brandon in here asking me where the hell I'm at. Thought I was late. Never that, bro. We got Chris in here. The GOAT has arrived. Come on now. You're so kind. You're so kind. We got Radius in here. Bring back the Sonics. That's what I've been saying, bro. That's what I've been saying. You got the Devils game in the background. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Kosher Cushion here. How are we? Now, I have gathered you all here today. I have a really fancy Google Sheet that I'm going to bring up in a second that I probably should have already had loaded up in here, but I don't. Let's see. I don't know how this is going to look. I hope it looks okay. Oh, boy. I don't know if that is as visible as I would like it to be. Let me know. You guys are seeing this on your screen right now. Is that not big enough? Should I maybe cut down to here? Oh boy. There are a lot of players here. Maybe I should have done three columns, huh? Let me know. Let me know if that looks decent. This is dude, that's a pretty little chart right there, fellas. I got the colors for the positions, the color for the teams. This is based off of Dane Brugler's 7-round mock draft. On The Athletic, I did all of the skill position guys. So you guys can see where the landing spots ended up. So we can use these for the rookie draft we're going to do here in a second. Please tell me you guys can see those. I got to imagine it's a little bit granular. Do we... I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I might have screwed up. That's pretty tiny. I'm gonna leave it like this. Let me know. Let me know if you can see that. The Bills and Dolphins, dude. Come on, dude. Don't do me like that, bro. I put all this. I'm just joking. Dude, I am so screwed, bro. I definitely should have done this before I hopped on. I am in slow draft hell on Underdog right now. I have 2 drafts that I have 2 minutes to pick things out. I'm just going to leave this on the screen for a second here. Or actually, no, I'm not. We're going to put this up. We're going to take this down. My bad. We're all over the place today, fellas. We're all over the place. But this is what it is right now. I am in slow draft hell. So I have 2 minutes to make this pick. For some reason, I guess it's because we're so close to the draft. But it's made it so every pick I have is 60 minutes, bro. So let's see. 2, 6, 7, 1. I need a tight end. KC, Las Vegas. Let's take a running back here. We'll take a running back. We're gonna keep it pushing. Let's get these fired out of the way real quick. Jeez, dude. There's so many of them. I should, like I said, I should have done this before I hopped on, but you guys are about to see just a man in misery here. I don't know why I did this. I wanted to max out the big board. I hopped in a bunch of these. I need a wide receiver here. Do we have a Seattle or Philly stack? No way. Let's take Terrace Marshall. Why not? He's kind of a fun late round guy. Jeez, dude. 10 minutes remaining now. Can I make picks from here? I can, but I don't know how my teams look. That's what I'm saying. Only 28 viewers. Come on. Let's get those numbers up. I'm going to make these picks while we're waiting. We'll get the rookie draft executed We'll get some people to flood in here. Just in case if anybody doesn't know what's going on, I'm on Underdog. I have a bunch of teams that are on the clock in slow drafts, and I'm just trying to get 40 minutes of breathing room here. It has been an absolute shit show. I hopped in a bunch of these, but I didn't know how fast a timer would close. So now it's literally a minute, or it's an hour for every pick now, and it used to be like 8 hours, and that was like pretty manageable. But now I'm kind of fumbling all over myself, trying to figure out what I want to do here. So we're fine at tight end on this team. This is the last pick here. Let's just take a flyer wide receiver, huh? Does anybody like a flyer wide receiver? Dude, maybe LaVisca. What do we think about LaVisca, bro? What do you think about Asta LaVisca? Give me some Asta LaVisca here. Like, I would take like a random KC receiver, but I already have too many stacks there. Where could Anthony Richardson go? You know what? Let's pair Anthony Richardson with a Colt just for Brock, who's in here. So we'll take Isaiah McKenzie to stack him with Anthony Richardson on this team. That's fun. All right. So that draft is over. Do we have anything else that's like sub? Man, we got some ones where I am really up against it, huh? What do we got? How are you guys all doing? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? Like I said, I just have slight unfinished business here, and then we'll get rolling. Dude, honestly, give me Chase Brown here. Why not? Why not let it fly with him? I even have some of them named as like what I want to do with the pick. Do I have any that are like under 10 minutes at this point? Why not? This one is a Mahomes and Baker team, huh? Only 4 running backs. Do I have KC stacks going? Not a ton. Let's go CEH. Why not? Let's go with some CEH. How do we feel about CEH these days? 19th round of a best ball draft. Like, I'm drafting some CEH, guys. I truly do hate to say it. I truly hate to even utter those words out loud. But that's just the type of energy we're on at this point. So just to clear this up, I love your videos during August. Those hit different. Why you gotta hit me with, dude? Why do you gotta hit me with only 28 viewers? LOL in all caps, bro. That is so foul, Nathan. That's so foul, dude. I'm just joking. This team needs a wide receiver. Should we take Justin Ross, man? Is Justin Ross gonna be a thing? Let's take Justin Ross. I don't know that he'll be a thing, but in the 19th round of a best ball draft where I'm trying to get a little bit unique and take players that aren't really getting taken very often, I don't hate it. Also, let me know if this is bad television. I know this isn't what you guys signed up for. We're going to get into a rookie mock draft in a bit here. But I just had some laundry I had to square away. Do we need another tight end? Not really, but we don't really need anything else. I hate that I've been taking a little bit of Cordarrelle Patterson. He just seems like he's kind of a tier ahead of the rest of these guys, so I've just been sort of taking him when he's there. But let's take Zach Evans. He's more of a... actually, no. We actually have some breathing room here to really do whatever we want. Seattle, New Orleans, Las Vegas. Do we have any wide receiver stacks to set up? No, but let's go Mims. Why not? Let's go Mims. Next time this week, or this time next week, I think is what you meant, we'll know the top 10 picks. That is very true. I can't wait, to be honest. I will say I'm in a bit of a predicament. I have an opportunity to potentially go to Devils Rangers Game 5, assuming the Devils don't get swept. But that game is literally at 7:30 p.m. the night of the NFL draft. Now I didn't have a stream planned. Just because it feels like everybody does streams and they don't really. I don't know, man. I know everybody does streams, and I know that you guys probably want to see me stream. But you guys also know, like, dude, my outlines for videos are like 10 pages long. Like, I don't really feel like streaming, and I guess it's really streaming solo, and I don't really have anybody to have as a guest on, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of just enjoy watching by myself, but that's besides the point. I'm not making any content for the draft, but I do, like, I always sit down, watch it, enjoy it. I love the NFL draft. But Rangers Devils elimination game does not come around often to go to. What do we think about that? Like, this is technically my profession. Like, I really shouldn't be going to an NHL game when there's, like, meaningful stuff going on for football. So it's tough to justify for me to go, but it's like, man, I would love to go. But also, I do want to watch the draft as it's happening, though. So it's like this push and pull. I need a Miami guy bad. Give me Barrios, maybe. Give me Barrios, dude. Why not? Why not? Up to 44. Let's go. Well, that's usually what happens in these. Did I change my what the hell? Like, you can even see I named these for, like, what I want to do next. Let's just get everything under, like, I don't know, dude, this is bad. I really should have done this before I went live. But I saw you guys saying, Ron's late. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to get on here. And then I was like, oh, forgot that I have a million drafts running right now. Let's go Tank Bigsby. I've been taking a lot of Tank Bigsby recently. He's when you get, like, the 15th round. I think he's a decent bet at this point to go day 2. 19th round. Do I have anybody starred here? Jeez. Winnie is just licking the hell out of her paws. Would love if she could chill on that. Right, so we don't need any tight ends. Let's take a running back here. Let's take Dwayne McBride. I think Dwayne McBride is a guy, too, who's going to get drafted a little bit higher than we think. Like, he went 4th round in this Dane Brugler mock. Cordero Patterson and best ball. That's what I'm saying, dude. Keep up the grind. More respect to you for doing it. Thank you, bro. Like, dude, come on, man. I think I'm a little bit past the, like, hey, man, like, nice going. Like, maybe back in the good old days when I would have, like, maybe, like, 5 people in here. But come on, man. You're doing me dirty. Let's actually, all right, I'm going to do a couple on my phone. But I do want to keep this chart up for everybody to see. So this is, let's actually just make this big, just so everyone can visualize it. Because we're going to do a rookie mock draft here. And I don't want any cheesery where, like, people aren't really using this for their picks. Look at this screenshot and really digest what you have here on this screenshot in terms of a Superflex Dynasty rookie mock draft. You have Young. This is actually, like, it's pretty chalky, but I kind of like it, right? Young to the Panthers, CJ Stroud to the Texans, Richardson to the Colts, Will Levis to the Titans. That's pretty chalk at this point. I don't know how I would, like, I think Will Levis to the Titans is, like, one of the worst landing spots you could possibly have. Like, that offense is just terrible. Terrible. So I don't know how, like, he'd be taking bad sacks all over the place. I don't know how he would manage any of that. I almost just took both Purdy and Trey Lance. What do we think about the dude? I've been taking way too much Trey Lance for the type of energy the media has had around him. I also do want to take. I'm going to take Levis here and kind of set up a little Colt stack. Sorry, Brock, but it just has to happen. People are saying you have to go to the game. What do you need on top of 103 to move back from 101? Maybe a future. I would like a future first. If I could do 103 and a 24 first, I would like that, but that might be asking for too much, so maybe throw back a little piece on top. But I would like a future first on top. He said, I'll be drinking some brewskis with my friend Thursday night, who we take at 4 may dictate whether I'm happy or sad. You have to go to the game. Go to the game. Yeah, I might. You guys are making a lot of sense here. You guys are making some very good points here. Maybe I should go to the game. Chosen Anderson, Broward legend. Where is Broward a Canada thing? I feel like I've heard Danny say Broward before. Yeah, a lot of people saying go to the game. Okay, I probably got to go. Yeah, no, dude, Charbonnet to the Bengals in the 2nd round. I think probably puts him in, like, I think you would see guys take him like 106. If he goes 2nd round to the Bengals, I think that there would be a small cohort of Charbonnet minions that would push him ahead of Jahmyr Gibbs, no matter what Gibbs' landing spot is. I don't mind the landing spot of Cardinals for him, but it's not pretty. I don't really love the Cardinals, just because I feel like that offense is going to be a little bit of a dumpster fire. I do want to get the rest of round 3 on here for you guys, though. Also, don't mind Winnie in the background just booing in the cut. She stays doing that. So that's the entirety of day 3, I believe. Just feast your eyes on that. Take some notes. Maybe even make a little big board on your napkin or your table napkin you might have next to you, and really let that soak in and marinate. Let me see what else kind of sticks out to me. Mayor to the Cowboys is fun. I kind of like Zay Flowers falling on the sword and going to the Ravens, so we don't have to deal with that. Do we like JSN to the Seahawks as like the slot guy in between Metcalf and Lockett? Like, I think it would be fun, but I think that means he's only coming out in 3 wide receiver sets. Like, I think that kind of puts a damper on the year 1 projection. But also, that's like it's going to be more efficiency, a better ran offense than somewhere like the Texans, you know? Are you talking about Superflex or tight end premium? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, yeah, Charbonnet at 104 and a 1 quarterback probably isn't crazy. Broward to South Florida. That makes sense. I've definitely heard of Broward County. Man. Maybe I just need to take a running back, dude. When in doubt. Eric Gray's a guy I've been taking in the last round of a lot of these too. He went like, I think he went. Let's see the other side of this. Let's do the. So now let's look at some day 3 guys, huh? Yeah, the 2 guys I've been taking a lot of on Underdog are Eric Gray and Dwayne McBride. They both go 4th round here. Dane Brugler's pretty plugged in. Was kind of surprised to see Zach Evans slip into the 4th too. I think people would be really excited about Sean Tucker to the Chiefs as well. I saw that too. Izzy to the Eagles is fun as well. You think he becomes a mid-second? Superflex side and premium. Izzy goes there. Yeah, probably mid to early. Industry plant Jonathan Mingo, not a first rounder. Where does he go in this? I don't think it was day 3, right? I don't believe it was day 3. Do any of these on day 3 stick out? Stetson Bennett to the Ravens is hilarious. That he kind of that he would ever fit in a Lamar offense. I know he's more athletic than he looks as a 5'11" white guy, but god damn. I don't know, coach. I don't know that Stetson Bennett can be your Trace McSorley. Maybe he could be. Maybe Trace McSorley is kind of a decent comp for him, but I don't think so. I feel like McSorley was much more athletic. Could be wrong though. Maybe I got to pull up the relative athletic scores and see what's popping there. I think also Tyler Scott went 2nd round. I think Tyler Scott went 2nd round to the Chiefs. That's somebody. Tyler Scott. That's like not the first time I've seen him mocked in the 2nd round to the Chiefs. I'm not sure how the Dynasty community would value him. If Tyler Scott goes 2nd round to the Chiefs, he's probably like a mid-second in rookie drafts. Mid-second, I think. I'm also curious where Mims went in this. A-Chain to the Broncos is really fun because Sean Payton coached, I think, Darren Sproles for a while, so I think that is kind of a natural fit. Bijan to Washington is kind of meh, but I think that's probably fine. Looking through now. Hyatt to the Saints is kind of fun. I feel like he kind of gives you a lot of what Rashid Shaheed does, though. Todd Monken must have wanted Bennett back. That makes sense. I'm not surprised by it. Mims to the Colts in the 3rd round, as if they don't have enough, as if they don't have enough guys that have a field stretching type of profile. How do we feel about Darnell Washington to the Lions? I kind of absolutely love that, dude. I kind of absolutely love Darnell Washington to the Lions. Downs to the Patriots doesn't feel great. Cedric Tillman to the Bills in the 2nd round is pretty good. I think that's probably a mid to late 2nd round pick in rookie drafts. Spears to the Texans, that's a little weird. Bigsby to the Rams. Bigsby to the Rams is nice. 3rd round Bigsby to the Rams is probably like a early 2nd rookie pick. I'm trying to think. But all right. Let's get this rookie mock draft show on the road. I feel like we kind of talked through enough of these. I want to make sure that everybody has these really singed into their foreheads. I still don't know how I'm going to show this while we're drafting, to be honest with you guys. I should have maybe thought this through a little bit better, huh? Should I go 3 columns? Maybe that's the fix. Let's go. Let me go to my Google Drive real quick. Let me make 3 columns. Because I think that this is too long. It's too, like, you won't be able to see most of the draft board if I have it like this the whole time. So let's see. Where should I cut it off? Where's that? Mims? Where's Mims? All right, I have an idea. I'm making a new chart, guys. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. It just has to be done. All right, so we'll do round 1 and round 2. Then we'll do 3, 4, and then we'll do 5, 6, 7, I think is the play. Also, somebody has a better idea. And if we cut off some of round 7, who cares, man? All right, I think that this is going to work out well. Just doing my formatting thing in Excel. It was funny. Somebody asked me on the 2024 rookie picks video that we dropped yesterday, that he was like, how'd you get so good at Excel? And it's funny because the answer is community college. It's actually like, I've always for forever been the annoying kid of like, how the hell is this going to help me at all? Like what we're doing in school right now is so dumb. But I took a statistics course at community college, and I took a Excel course in community college. And those have been the 2 most valuable courses across schooling, across the board, that I have ever done. I use them every day, just learning, I guess, like just the basics of statistics, and then also formatting in Excel. Like, it's actually shocking to me how people like aren't super familiar with Excel and how to use it and how to be, kind of sharp with it. So as much as, younger me said, fuck school, like it's dumb as hell, this has been pretty sweet. Or that class was pretty sweet. The issue is that the mock is behind a paywall. All right, so this should be a little bit better. Let's sort of shrink it down. All right. I think that's what's going to have to happen here. So let's do, I agree. I think stats and I think an Excel class is 100% something that should be mandatory as well. Just like the basics, man. It was a very, very easy course. It was just like a workbook. It's just like, here's how to do this. Go into Excel and make your own little version of this. And it's just like super, super simple stuff. Formatting, how to make stuff look good and presentable and stuff. So let's do mock drafts. We'll do Superflex Tight End Premium Rookie Mock using landing spots from Brugler's mock. All right, I'll put a link down below in a second here so you guys can hop in. Rookies only, of course. All right, let's put a link in here and kind of see what we're working with. Boom. All right, so if anybody wants to hop in here and get a rookie mock draft going, here you go. You sickos, you perverts. And then let's also get the mock thing on the screen. Why don't we? So we'll put ourselves here. We'll put these here. We'll put... Oh, damn it. I got to bring this with me. So let's do this real quick. So we do not have everything on the screen that I want. All right. So that about looks right. We just might not have comments on the screen, which is kind of an issue, but I think we'll live. And then what do we think? Can you guys see this chart? Can you see this chart? Should I move it down to Zach Evans and forget? Or let's do that already. Let's just move it down to Zach Evans. Let's kind of bring it up here. Boom. What do we think? What do we think? I think that looks good. I think that looks good, huh? You said new to Dynasty. What time of the year is your favorite time to do your league's rookie mock draft? Honestly, it doesn't. I don't think it really matters. I have some leagues where we do it literally the Monday or like the Sunday that the draft wraps up. I have some leagues where we don't do it until a month or two after. Ideally, I'm in a bunch of leagues. So ideally for me that they're all stretched out. But if I was in one league, I would probably want like a week. Like if you're a guy who plays in one singular Dynasty league and maybe you're newer to Dynasty, do a rookie draft like the following week. Like give everybody kind of a week to listen to podcasts, hear everybody's takes on the class, develop rankings, all of that. All right, so let's randomize this and get this going, shall we? All right, randomizing teams, boom. Again, the landing spots are on the screen. You guys can see them. Let's do this. I'm starting it up now. Devils are down 1. Love to see it. Just absolutely beautiful from the fellas. Man, I can barely read this from where I'm sitting. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's put it right there. You guys don't need to see the 4th round anyway, huh? So Stroud at 102. Stroud, that would be a Houston Texans Stroud. I don't know how I feel about Houston Texans Stroud. Oh my God, is that 3-1 Rangers? Jeez, dude. There might not even be a game 1 for me to go to, or a game 5 for me to go to at this point. So Quentin Johnson goes 2nd round here to the Texans, huh? And we have Levis who goes 11th to the Titans. We have Gibbs who goes to the Cardinals in the 2nd round. I absolutely hate this pick right here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not a fan of this pick. Let's do... I don't love Levis to the Titans. Addison I'm not crazy about. This is a round 2 Quentin Johnson. He would still be an elite prospect, but I wouldn't want to take a round 2 Quentin Johnson over a round 2 Gibbs. Give me Gibbs. I'm not in love with that Cardinals landing spot, but I think that should be fine. He should, at the very least, get kind of like junk volume there. Maybe, it's pretty funny the Cardinals haven't, like, made any moves towards what they're going to do pre-Kyler Murray returning from ACL. Like, are they just going to roll out Colt McCoy every week? I'm not sure. You're saying go Sharp? I don't know. I couldn't do Sharp. Look, Sharp's second round to the Bengals is very nice. I think you could make a case for him over Quentin Johnson and Levis. I don't think I could make a case for him over Gibbs. I don't think I could. So we have Levis, 11th overall to the Titans. Again, that is just not a fun spot for him to go to. I'd be much more into Will Levis on the Raiders for whatever reason. It just feels like the Titans are such a dumpster fire, man. What else we got here? You said inbox trade offer. You trade Herbert for Swift, Purdy, Lance, 104, and Jimmy G. Screw that, bro. Screw that. I'm keeping Herbert there. That's a whole lot of junk. So Jordan Addison, 109. We have Sharp, 108. That's probably the right call, man. Sharp in a second round to the Bengals is really juicy, dude. That is really juicy. So Quentin Johnson falls all the way to 111 as a Houston Texan. Catching passes from C.J. Stroud is kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I think I would still prefer Quentin Johnson to Flowers. I think it would get close between him and Jordan Addison for me, though, if he goes second round. I don't think that he falls to the second round, but at this point, I guess anything's on the table. If Dane Brugler is mocking him there, then I guess it's a possibility in some capacity, you know? Also, you baseball guys, what the hell's going on with this Scherzer stuff? This guy on the juice? I don't watch baseball at all. I know Brock, I know you've been into baseball a little bit this year. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about this Scherzer situation, but it seems I wouldn't call it serious, but it seems like things are happening that are notable. So Mayer goes 112, tight end premium. Mayer to the Cowboys in the first round definitely makes him somebody I think that you can take there. Hyatt goes where? Hyatt goes second round to the Saints, huh? I don't hate that. Downs to the Patriots, 202. Not in love with that. So the first rounders, we still have Dalton Kincaid to the Chargers available. We still have, I think that's it. I think it's just Dalton Kincaid, and then he goes. Okay, my bad for saying his name. I didn't mean to get him picked right there. Hendon Hooker, second round to the Seahawks. I don't know how I would feel about him. I do not know how I feel about Hendon Hooker, second round to the Seahawks. I guess that is a pretty nice spot for him to sit and wait. I just don't know that I'd want to use like an early second on him. I feel like it's a lot of sitting around and waiting, you know? Darnell Washington, second round to the Lions there. Just no, fellas. If this was an actual draft, I'm sprinting to the podium to take Tank Bigsby. I'm sprinting to the podium. I love Tank Bigsby there. Goes to the Rams, third round, day 2 draft capital. All he's got to do is compete with a Cam Akers who's on a freaking busted ACL. Bigsby's the complete package. He catches passes. He does it all. Kind of similar skill set to Cam Akers, but give me the guy with more juice on an offense that has produced fantasy points. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm so stuffed up, dude. These allergies have been killer this year. Slow draft's the way to go in my experience, so that you can move around the board, make trades, all of that. So who are the second rounders still available at this point? I think it would be Musgrave on the Packers. It would be Tucker Kraft on the Jaguars, which is kind of interesting. Cedric Tillman on the Bills, second rounder. Tyler Scott to the Chiefs. All still available from the second round. Yeah, I agree. I would have probably taken Bigsby. Third round Bigsby to the Rams, dude. I think you can make a case to take Bigsby like... I think I could take him as high as like 201 Bigsby. You're saying A1 is sniping you? Who the hell is A1? Oh, A1 Damasta? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Izzy. Izzy third round to the Eagles is a good one for sure. I'm actually going to pull up this chart on my second screen here, just so I can zoom in as close as I would like to. So I can't see shit on my other monitor right now. Perfect. Okay. So we have Izzy off the board who goes to the Eagles in the third round. You have A-Chain third round to the Broncos. That's pretty fun. Musgrave, second round pick to the Packers off the board. We got Zach Monty double tapping tight ends here. What an absolute monster. I don't know that I've run the comps for Tank Bigsby yet, but I think Cam Akers would sort of pop up for him. You know, a guy who just sort of was the entire offense for a shitty offense, you know? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I haven't run him. I haven't run comps through yet. I'm gonna do it for all of the running backs or like all of the prospects once everybody gets draft capital. But I'd imagine he would come up. Oh, that's too late for third round Tyjae Spears. That's a great pick. I actually kind of love Roshan Johnson on the Bucks. Kind of gives a nice like Thunder Lightning vibe with Rachaad White. So we have Mims go, we have Kendre Miller go. Yeah, that price sounds about right for Mims. He wouldn't have fallen past me. Would love for him to go second round, though. Looking, is there any more available day 2 running backs that y'all didn't take? No, there is not. I gotta be honest, that means I'm a little bit stumped here for what I want to do with this pick. Somebody has taken Tucker Kraft. That was the first place that my eyes went. Laporta is interesting. I could be talked into third round Laporta. You know what? I think third round Laporta is interesting. I think some of these fourth round guys are interesting. Give me Laporta. Why not? I feel like this is a great price for Laporta. Third round draft capital isn't great for tight ends, but it's also not a killer because I mean we see. I think Kelsey was a third rounder. I think Ertz might have been a third rounder, but I could be wrong. We got Zach Monty in the chat. You changed your name? I could have sworn it was Scuva. You said it's more about how much you've hated these 12 spots and you like in tight ends. That's fair. But I think that those were both the right picks. Or I think at least the Mayer one was. I probably would have taken Bigsby at 12. Or no, I'm an idiot. Bigsby wasn't even available there. Yeah, I would have probably taken the tight ends at both spots. Who's hyped for the NFL draft? Dude, me. I cannot wait. It'll be very fun. It'll be very interesting. You said as a Chargers fan, I want Bijan to the Chargers. Yeah, that would be fun. He went to the Chargers, and I want to say Jordan Reed's mock in the first round. I agree. I think if he goes Chargers first round and the Chargers actually trade away from or trade Austin Eckler, Bijan has a compelling case for RB1 overall in redraft, to be honest, like on underdog. Probably would still prefer CMC, though, but I think after that he would be RB2 as like a middle of the first guy in redraft. We got Kyle Nielsen in here. What's going on, brother? What's good, Ron? Would you look to draft one of the top 3 quarterbacks if your current Dynasty QB is Kyler? Well, is it Superflex? Is this a Superflex league? If it's Superflex, then yeah. If it's not Superflex, I'd probably chill on that. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on the format of the league, and then also kind of what your team makeup looks like, I guess. You said Akers is a great comp for Tank. They're diverse grinders who are great after contact. Yeah, I think it's a good comp too. It's been thrown around a ton, so I don't want to act like I'm super original for that take. But it makes sense. 2 guys that were sort of lone bright spots on just like awful, awful teams. It's a shame that Florida State's like just now sort of reviving things. It would have been cool if they gave Deion Sanders a shot. You probably have those boys turned around. Don't want to suck up snot into the mic, dude. Jeez, I'm a mess, bro. I'm a mess. I'm not even going to lie with y'all. I'm a mess. All right, so the first rounders are all gone. The third rounders are all gone. Do we even have... Whoa, so what are we sort of choosing between here? I'm trying to look. So a lot of wide receivers still available. I want nothing to do with any of them. You guys are taking all of the running backs I want. Sean Tucker gone. It's a good pick. Man. Nothing looks all that sexy, if we're being honest, fellas. I'm just looking through. We got Evan Hull, who was 5th rounder to the Packers. Single quarterback league. I think you could take one of those guys if you wanted to. I think you could. Kind of just depends on if you're trying to compete or not. If you're not trying to compete, I don't think that you should be hard-pressed to take one of those guys. I also think if you are trying to compete, you could just cash those picks in for a better quarterback. It's like a little bit on the older side, probably going to score more points. I'm trying to think. Like a Dak might not be too hard to acquire in a one quarterback. I'm not sure. Or maybe bundle Kyler and the pick that you're going to use on that quarterback and go up and get a really nice quarterback. But it is one quarterback, so I don't know that I'd want to do that. I got to make a pick here. Damn, I would have loved Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn on the Seahawks is really fun. That's a really fun landing spot. Zach Kuntz on the Bengals is fun too. I don't love this one at all, but give me Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell, he lands on the Browns here. So he could kind of be like the satellite back in Chicago or in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson. I feel like that would be kind of nice. Yeah, no, Tank Dell is a good pick. Round 3 draft capital 2 there. My bad. Let's move this out of the way so you guys can actually see this. That'll do for now. I'm from Tallahassee. The issue with Dion is he has a lot of issues with the administrators at FSU along with the high dollar donors. That makes sense. I was kind of just joking. 102 or Garrett in the 202. Your contender. Oh, give me 101, dude. Give me 101 by a good little bit there. Be between Tank and Tucker at the 311. Makes sense. Who's your favorite pick for the Jets this year? I would love JSN, dude. I highly doubt that they go JSN, but I would absolutely love it. It'd be very fun to have him, Garrett Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers all there together. I think it's like a 99% chance that it's a tackle, though. Whether that's Broderick Jones, Paris Johnson, one of those types. It says it's my turn to pick, huh? But it's not my turn to pick. All right, so there she is. McIntosh is the last pick. I like that McIntosh pick. Could be kind of Belichick satellite back. What else we got in here? Do you think this draft will be as crazy as last year, trade-wise, etc.? Honestly, yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know that we'll see as many like those big blockbuster wide receiver trades where we saw like AJ Brown and Marquise Brown get moved. But in terms of like movement within teams, picks for picks and stuff, I think 100% yes. The quarterbacks make this year so exciting. Yeah, watch out for Tyler Scott in your drafts this season. He's likely an undrafted guy. Or Tyrone Scott. Who the hell is Tyrone Scott? You're saying that he's a real person who got picked on this chart? Say it ain't so, dude. Tyrone Scott? Or did somebody just say that in the chat? Let's run up one more, huh? Let's do one more of these. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to drop the link in here. And we'll do one more. I hope that this is fine. All right, here you go. Boom. Join that up, fellas. Let's move this back to here. Let's get us back set up. Can you guys see that or no? Boom. All right, we'll go like that. I almost forgot to claim a spot myself. All right, we have 2 more spots for this mock draft. Who's trying to get in here? Who wants some? South Alabama guy, 4'7" is the other Scott. Oh, somebody like drafted him? I'm still confused. All right. We are all filled up here. Pause. Let's get into one more of these, huh? What the hell happened? It was showing all 12 teams just fine earlier. What the hell is this? Why do I gotta like zoom out a ton? All right, I hope you guys can see everything. I don't know if I'm being an idiot or what. That is usually the case with these things. All right, boom. All right, let's randomize the order and get this thing rolling. Why not? Boom. And I have the 11 spot, dude. Insane. Wait, it's Snake right now. Almost made the same mistake I've made like the last 40 times we've done this. All right, there we go. Boom. Oh, so somebody took Tyrone Scott in an accident. I see. My draft starts tomorrow. I have the 108 and need running back. What do you do? I don't draft based on need. I'm just joking, but Uh, 108, I'm probably taking one of Addison, Quentin Johnston, Will Levis. That's probably what. You can take Charbonnet if you'd like to. But yeah, best player available. I don't draft based on need. Just because you don't want to, like, pass on a good player to fill a need when you can, if you need a running back, you can always just trade a future second and grab RB30. That's always, I think that we sometimes forget that. That's always an option. Wow, so Anthony Richardson went 102 here. That's where I would take him, but every time that I do one of these mocks with you guys always take Stroud and Young over him. I do agree with that too. I think Charbonnet has to be the 10. I think that he probably has to be the 108 in this scenario. Or maybe 107 ahead of Levis. Probably 107 ahead of Levis, if I'm being honest with you guys. Second round to the Bengals, yeah. I think in this exact scenario, I go this exact order. But put Gibbs at the or put Levis at the 108, Gibbs at the 106, Charbonnet at the 107. I think that's how I would treat that. Man, dude, Quentin Johnson, if he actually slips out of the first round, I kind of would love that, just because we would get such a crazy discount on him. Like, I'm about to take him right here at the 111. I'll also say I mentioned yesterday, in the 2024 pick video that I was going to make a video today going over 2023 drafts and kind of where I see the tier breaks and stuff. And then I realized, like, the draft is in 1 week. I'd rather just wait to make that video once we have landing spots. It's going to change the entire landscape. So that's why there wasn't a video today, and I did this mock draft because I got like maybe a third of the way through the outline. I was like, fuck, we're not doing that. So if you're in the Discord, you saw that I like added the trades and I added the Dynasty or the Patreon breakdown stuff. So I want to run through some teams. So hit a quick audible. Gonna try and do some content because it seems like you guys really like the Bijan or I had traded the 101 video that I did. So it's kind of tough right now to make content like a week out from the draft because like everything's going to change. We've already kind of talked about the rookies as much as we can talk about. The only thing to talk about now is kind of the real football stuff of like, who's gonna go where. I saw some guys are making like landing spot videos. I could make a landing spot video, but I don't know. I just like I feel like it's sort of pretty consensus, so a little bit out of ideas, but not really. I have stuff planned next week, but I just didn't have anything for the end of this week. So now we're doing this live stream today. I'm doing an NFL mock draft with the Stock Exchange boys, and we're pretty much going to do pick for pick. So pick 1, 2, 3, and just like Bush will be 1, I'll be 2, Daniel will be 3, and then just keep going. And picking as if we're the GM. So now what we think is going to happen, what we would literally do for each of these teams, make trades live I think we're going to stream it on their channel tomorrow around noon. So look out for that. That should be fun. But yeah. I have the 102 and 104 in a Superflex. You picking JSN at the 104? Probably not. I would just kind of let the draft fall to me. I know it's like kind of a prick answer, but I never go into a draft with like I'm going to take these players. I kind of just let it fall to me. Like, what if somebody, what if 103 takes JSN? Then just take the best player on the board. Like I'm always just kind of taking the falling value in these drafts. I'm never really drafting for need or circling the player that I want beforehand. Would I trade the 108 for a vet running back? Probably not. Just a good way to lose a lot of that value. I think I would rather, if I want to buy a vet running back, like I said, I would probably just take a future second and throw it at one. So now, of course, it's my turn to pick, and I wasn't paying attention at all. Bigsby goes. No, give me Tyjae Spears, I think. Tyjae Spears, why not? Actually, give me Kentre Miller. Maybe this is the year that Saquon gets hurt again. Who knows? I hate even putting that energy out there. But hey, it's a possibility, dude. When does the mock draft offseason start? Dude, I'll be doing a Jets mock draft the day after the NFL draft, dude. Yeah, second round Quentin Johnston would be very nice for BBM. I agree. I want all the discount. That's why I think that he would still be elite regardless of first or second round. So, if he, especially early second round, like 34th, I think Scott Connor has been talking about like he wants top 40 draft capital. I would love that. Give him top 40 draft capital, but like right in that like 32 to like 40 range. That would be perfect. You said that Bijan 101 video was dope. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think it, dude. I kind of love. I kind of love like showing you guys my teams and the trades that I'm making. I feel like there aren't a lot of guys in the space that are sort of opening up what they're doing in this league, or their leagues. They're just kind of telling you what to do in your league, you know, without like saying like, hey, here's what I'm doing, what I have been doing. Here are my moves or whatever. I think there's just a lot of like almost like armchair quarterbacking in a way. It's like, are you out here in these leagues making moves, winning leagues, playing Dynasty? Or are you just a shook one? GM Sanderson for Indy. That'd be pretty fun. I think that he's pretty busy these days, though. I debated asking him to come on tonight. Who do you think are sleeper round 2-3 wide receivers that'll be good in the NFL? Wide receivers, just not for fantasy. I could see a guy like Tank Dell having a lot of utility as like a cheap slot guy, like, you know, sort of as a Renfro, Crowder, like those guys are nice because they can be your wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4s, and like a very solid, like in a perfect world, your best wide receiver is not your slot wide receiver. Your best wide receiver is on the perimeter, but you have one of those technicians in the slot playing off of your number one wide receiver. So I think Tank Dell, and I could be talking my ass, Tank Dell is a slot-ish wide receiver, right? There's no way he plays on the outside in the NFL. I've heard his route running's insane and the agility's great, all of that. Yeah, but I think he'll be good for probably Jonathan Mingo's in there too. Probably Jaden Reed as well. So let's see. So we still have second round Tyler Scott on the board, huh? Unless if somebody made that same mistake as last time. Do we have second round Tyler Scott on the board? Yeah, second round Chiefs Tyler Scott on the board. I don't even like Tyler Scott, but if there was ever a spot to take him, could I take... I don't think I can justify him over fifth round Bears Chase Brown. The only guy I think it's close with would be third round Raiders Sam Laporta. Give me Tyler Scott. You know what? Give me Tyler Scott. Hopefully we didn't make the same mistake and somebody didn't like take the wrong name, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. 311 for Tyler Scott is great, I think, man. Who do you think are sleeper? Oh, no, I literally just read that. Jeez, dude, I'm bad. 104 for 108 and Dak. I don't hate that. It really depends on how close you think your team is to competing, I guess. I don't know. I might be a little bit far. But maybe I'm not valuing quarterback enough in that format. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I hate to I don't know what you want to call it. But like one quarterback, I wouldn't say out of my depth, but one quarterback in Dynasty is just like really tough for me to gauge, I think. Just because I'm not in any of those leagues, you know? So I'm just not sort of like seeing the market trading around, like moving back from the 104 to the 108 in a one quarterback league. I'm not sure what that nets. I don't know what that equals, I guess. I don't know. Saying the Leafs are killing the Lightning. I kind of you said Broward County, so you're a Florida boy. Florida boy. But I honestly kind of want the Leafs to win. I hate to say it. What do you think Bijan's value is if he goes to New England? Probably like almost the exact same. Probably almost the exact same. I know Ramondre's there, but Bijan is Bijan. Maybe the public would lower him, but I don't think I would really flinch. Any fourth round sleepers, any position? I'm not sure. Zach Kuntz on the Bengals is nice. Is it Zach Kuntz or is it Zach Kuntz? Because that's almost federal. Oh, you're a Panthers fan. Okay, you're cultured. Do I have any legendary players in this class? Bijan, but that's it. If you're just in a home league, Marvin Mims is the sleeper pick. Yeah, I like that call. Let's see. What did y'all leave me with? Dude, you guys left me with nothing, bro. Let's do... Honestly, let's do this. This is a guy I don't even have in the RS grades, but I think he's going to get drafted. I'm going to have to add him once he does get drafted. Give me Deneric Prince. Running back out of, I don't even know. I think it's Tulsa. Is it Tulsa? Yeah, Tulsa. Deneric Prince. What's his like height weight here? 6 foot 220. I think Noah Hills kind of likes him. I think Jacob Sanderson kind of likes him. So yeah, I'm fine making that pick. Why not? Deneric Prince. Somebody said, when are they saying the Rodgers deal gets done, bro? You tell me, brother. Brother, you tell me. I wish I knew. I'm about this close from walking out this door. I also, dude, I gotta fix. I don't like how my shadow shows up on here. But I am this close to getting up, walking out that door, and going to One Jets Drive myself, working the phones, and getting a deal done myself via Ron Stewart. Aaron Rodgers, for a second, conditional first that we make the Super Bowl via Ron Stewart. In tiny subtext. Trade made by the Jets organization via Ron Stewart, local resident, potential GM. But yeah, I don't know. I think draft day will be kind of the pressure point. I think draft day will be the pressure point where all things will kind of come to a head here. Because I don't think it's a coincidence that the Jets got that second round pick for Elijah Moore. I still think that was acquired with the intention of eventually getting sent to the Packers. Because if the draft happens and the Packers then push out their compensation to 2024 and 2025, I don't think that they like that. I think the Jets would very much like that. They want, to go all in this year and push their assets forward, but so I think that's kind of the pressure point. I'll be very curious to see what kind of goes down here in the next few days. Maybe a trade happens before the day of the draft. I think that that's sort of likely, but we'll see. But all right, fellas. I appreciate y'all coming out. Really, he just tested great. Yeah, Deneric Prince is a guy that some people like, I think. It's very weird. He traded the 101 and Deontay for Amon-Ra St. Brown, Najee in a 2024 second. I don't love that, Trap Nation. I don't love that. think you kind of sold yourself short on that 101. I think the Jets might be waiting out the Packers. Exactly. The Packers want picks in 2023. The Jets only want to give picks in 2024. Once the draft happens, the door closes on those 2023 picks, and the Jets would be happy to oblige whatever they want to scoop from them in 2024 in 2025 with a whole list of conditions of, Rodgers, Super Bowl, playoff appearances, Pro Bowls. Does he play after 2024? If he doesn't, you're sending us your third. Like, riddled with conditions. So, we'll see. Maybe they want to play nice, and we can just do, hey, we'll give you one of our seconds in the 50s. We'll give you a conditional second next year that could turn into a first if we make the AFC Conference Championship game. What do we think? Boom. That's what dude. Let me get in my car, go down there. I will make it happen by the end of tonight myself, dude. It's insane. Like I was literally talking to one of my buddies, like, what do you guys think is the communications between the Jets and the Packers every day? Like, do you think that they're just like every day just so we were thinking like maybe 2 seconds for Rodgers and the Jets, and then they just call the next day and it's just the same thing every single time. They just like send counters back and forth. Like, I just imagine these are just like daily check-ins. Like almost like that annoying guy in your sleeper league that's just like, texting you, writing you love letters about why you should trade them. I think it is funny. I'm very curious to know, like, do you think that they're just like sending emails back and forth? Are they physically on the phone every day? It's like, God, like, this is the fucking 40th day that we've gotten a call from these boys. Like, can we please figure it out, man? Can we please figure it out? I'm very curious to know what that's like. It's like, we're not close. Call us back in a week. You better come correct. It is just funny thinking through them having like almost like fantasy football type trade negotiations, but their entire livelihood, job, house, home, kids, all on the line. But all right, fellas. I appreciate y'all hanging out with the boy. I think that's probably going to be like the last landmark 7-round mock draft. So I figured we'd do a rookie mock draft and just run that through, see how it looked. Just got a taste of kind of what we're going to have after these landing spots are in place. I think it was kind of a fun exercise to think, like what, if Charbonnet goes to the Bengals in the second round, if Quentin Johnson slips to the second round, what does that look like? So it's nice to see a little snapshot, nice to get a little feel for how we feel with those landing spots. It'll be fun to see how things happen on the draft. It'll be way, way different than the thing that we just did. But as always, it was a pleasure, and I will see y'all in the next one.